Hi guys, this is Breaker, and I am back with another replay that I took from the front page of Drop.sc. The map we are on today is gonna be Star Station LE. So I imagine it just doesn't say LE on it at all. Interesting. Upper left-hand corner, spawning as our red Terran. I give you all. His name is TVick Legion. At least his name is Legion, and he represents the TVick clan. Yes. And in the lower right-hand corner, spawning is our Protoss in the blue trunks. I give you all NeFFEm. Yes, NeFFEm. Very simple name, very unique at that. His clan tag is Utah. I'm wondering if maybe that's, I don't know, backwards for hate you, or if perhaps it's the state he represents in whatever, but you know, this is a TVP on this map. Can be a very interesting matchup. I know it certainly yields a lot of opportunities in terms of drop play, so I just want to wonder, you know, what kind of an opener are we going to see come from Legion? But, I mean, Bio is extremely mobile on this map, extremely fast moving, and so on and so forth, but then again, you know, I'm a little curious as to how this would work out if, say, one player was to go mech, or excuse me, I'm a little curious as to how this would work out if our Terran were to go mech. I want to say that Protoss basically has to take a bit more of a responsive composition in this game. I know that typically Zerg players play extremely responsively as well. That is to say, if they see more than one factory going down with a attack lab on it, then that basically speaks the entire story to them. They're like, okay, well, this is what we got to do. We got to come in here and we got to go ahead and switch to roaches. It's almost basically forced, unless you can keep your opponent on the back end the entire game. This is actually a very daring move that we have coming from Legion. He went command center first. This paves the way for a lot of damage to be done to him if his opponent knows what's being done right now. And what is this all about? Chrono Boost is being saved up to the maximum right now. Not even being used on the Nexus. Interesting. So, what is our Protoss probe doing? He's coming up here, and he basically sees nothing thus far. Alright, now we do have another gateway coming down as well, so I'm thinking perhaps we're going to see our Protoss go for a bit of a... I wouldn't say a Nexus first, but, you know, I would definitely say that he's going to go for an Expo very soon. Look at that patrol route from our Terran SCV. Another barracks being followed, well, not being followed up, but I mean essentially thrown down right now. And our our command center right outside the Naturals finishing up. Just as our barracks is finished, that means we're going to see 2 orbital commands in production at about the same time, more or less. We're waiting for the one over here to get done as well. Stalker coming down, dealing with this SCV, and we have 3 gateways. I want to say that if this is a 3-gate forward pressure, then it's going to be an extremely effective move right now. Right now, there is no gas in... There's no gas income for our Terran whatsoever, but immediately we see that his reaction is to throw down 2 barracks. This is going to kind of create some kind of a contained scenario. At the very least, it's going to create, I think, a soft contain. It's all going to depend on whether or not, you know, and how quickly we see NeFFEm go ahead and crank out those units, those warp gate units, gateway units. Jeez, it's like, if you guys ask me in Chinese how to say these words, then yeah, I know exactly what to say. But now we have a 3rd barracks going down. And Terran is continuing to make SCVs and gas, and that's the beauty of Terran. I mean, like, as long as they got mules, they'll have a way to essentially crank out whatever they so please. Now, there is no forward pylon, so I'm extremely curious as to just what the hell we're going to see from our Protoss. I really am. Alright, so here we go. Protoss kind of moving out here, moving up as well. And we do have a scan somewhere. Ah, yes, it's over here to see what's up. And there's a robotics facility in production. So I'm thinking, you know, what is up with this? Where on earth is the hidden tech that I don't quite see here, guys? I'm totally confused. Is he... What's he trying to do with a 4-gate? I don't understand this. he's got enough money to take an expo now. Is he going to take that expo or not? He's also forgotten to turn. He's forgotten to turn this gateway into a warp gate for the longest time now. But altogether, we have 8 stalkers in the forward position. Now 9. Tech. We got a Robo Bay and 3 bunkers waiting to go. Waiting to go toe to toe with those bunkers, or not bunkers, but stalkers. Now we do have STEM and research right now, and what on earth is this guy doing? I just don't see it. Okay, well, stalkers being thrown away directly at these Marines, and something I'd like to go ahead and remark right now is that the uploader's comment was that it was actually a Platinum versus Masters League game. I don't see this as essentially evidence of Platinum versus Masters. This is a good timing to hit, no doubt. But at the same time, he's losing a lot of units. And it seems as though our Protoss has forgotten completely that stalkers can kite Marines non-stop. Now we have Zealots moving in to act as tanks. Don't have any SCVs. Well, we do have them, but they're just not getting through that bunker. Bunker number 1 in the middle falls. And the stalkers, they can kite these Marines non-stop, but as long as that bunker's there, there won't be any kiting today. First Marauder is out. No medevacs just yet. Stim only about halfway done. A little more than halfway done now. And let's see here. Wait. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, here we go. Okay. Oh boy. 1 HP Stalker getting moved behind the rest of them. Nothing in production for our Protoss just yet. I mean, there is a lot of potential, no doubt, to go and throw down a Nexus. You know, just kind of take some expo behind this. And if you check the army supply right now, it's actually going to get increasingly dire for our Protoss as this game goes on. But at the same time, we also see lots of mistakes from our Terran. He's only got 9 workers mining. I think this is kind of an overcommitment of resources by him. Let's just wait and see where things go here. The bunker is gonna fall, and there it is. There's only 1 Marauder in the entire mix right now. If we were to see him just power through this right now, I think he would do fairly okay. The SCVs are kind of being forced off the line here. And we do have stim finish, but we don't have concussive shells. We do have a supply block to Protoss. And so that means the Marines can chase down the Stalkers, but we have to see this, you know, this Bioforce be extremely careful with its stims. Look at that. They're getting increasingly weaker with each and every stim. Another pylon goes down somewhere, but I can't really for the life of me detect where that might be. These probes making sure that the Terran doesn't quite get out just yet. And I think there was another stim that these Marines just hit. They are stimmed, in fact, I think. Yes, now it has just worn off. And we have our Protoss in a slowly but surely kind of winning position. Hold on, wait, what is this? Oh boy. Again, with that, we just see both players kind of breaking away just a little bit, but our Protoss is on 1 base. I think that once this base gets completely mined out, he's going to kind of be in a tough position in terms of income. His supply block essentially resulted in him floating a lot of minerals right now. There is another sort of I'm looking for pylon right here, but we also need to see a Nexus go down. He's floating far too many minerals. He needs to find a way to spend it, and warping in, or excuse me, not warping in, but getting a lot more gateways to supplement your warp-ins is not going to help. But finally, we have a game changer in the makes, and that comes in the form of Widow Mines. Here we go. Stem forward by these Marines, and I think we have our Stalkers on borrowed time. Question is, what about concussive shells? Do we have concussive shells? We do not. Okay, so here we go. Oh, the first Widow Mine's burrowed! Oh, jeez! That was a little painful to look at. That one Stalker took the fall for the entire Stalker team, but of course now if we just check and see where things are, I think we slowly but surely see our Terran in a position to push back and say, hey, I'm not taking this anymore. He does have a higher supply count right now, a higher food count, and this is a rather interesting and bizarre at the same time position to take a natural Stalkers and sentries coming into the mix as well. All we need to see is some force fields that are meant to divide these units, and it'll be good. I think there's one more. Ah, no, never mind. There's no more. And it looks like we have our Terran slowly but surely prevailing over this, and we're just waiting for a GG from our Protoss. Double the supply now, not just the army supply. Shoot, if we're talking army supply, we're talking triple the numbers for Vic Legion over NeFFEm. We do have this command center getting turned into an orbital command. The Marauder count is finally too high for these Stalkers to really muster and bear through. And they don't have concussive shells even to this point in the game. They really don't. If they did, then that would be over. And speaking of the concussive shells, we actually have them in research right now. What I think NeFFEm has not yet realized is just how dead he is. He's got to pull probes. He's got to put them in a mining position. He's pulling probes off of his main, but there's no point to pulling... What's the word I'm looking for? I mean, look at how many minerals there are left here. That was basically a pointless move that he just did. He could throw down another Nexus, I guess, put some workers back on that. And he unnecessarily delayed mining time. The thing is, when you are playing Protoss and when you're wanting to take an Expo, you have to oversaturate. And I think with this next whiplash of Marauders, we're going to see, you know, the stem is all it's going to take, and it'll be GG. Because we have these Stalkers with no way to get back home now that concussive shells are finished. And there it is. Boom, a Protoss army now gone. He says lol, and he was defeated with that. Poor NeFFEm. Legion just conquering, raffle stomping, staying calm, and whipping ass. Good job. Taking names too. Alright, so this has been Breaker, guys. I'll see you next time. If you guys liked what you saw today, just go ahead and click on the subscribe button. I'll see you guys later.